the cholera issue in Haiti, as we know, it was we had all the conditions in Haiti for such the spread of a disease of this kind, with no sanitation facilities. I mean, it's the whole country is on the sanitary issue in a very complicated way, and they don't have really the means to address these things. The same cholera that came to Haiti crossed the border to the Dominican Republic, and the Dominican Republic was, because they have the institutions, they have the health facilities, they have everything in order to really respond to that. And you don't have any cases of cholera in the Dominican Republic, and it was the same as in Haiti. And some of the cholera that we saw in Haiti was also transported to Cuba and in Santiago de Cuba. We saw some cases there, but the state was really able to control that. But in Haiti, the state, the government, the institutions, they don't have that capacity, and that's why we saw this spreading out. And the Secretary General now has, for several months now, has created this important task force, and we're working with donors and the UN country team and others, not only to address the issue of cholera in Haiti, but this is, in the end, most people are dying in Haiti of other diarrheas and other illnesses, not necessarily of cholera. So we really have to address the comprehensive issue of lack of health facilities and sanitation in Haiti. And the member states, like the U.S. and others, have committed important funds in order to work in that area. Sure.
There's no faster way to undermine the peacekeeping mission and have the peacekeepers themselves abuse either the local population or those in the mission. And so we know that this happens. It happens in other deployments around the world, but we've been strong supporters of the effort to create, as you mentioned, the no tolerance policy. We do an annual report to Congress, and we track the numbers on sexual exploitation and abuse. The good news is the numbers are going down, but they're not zero yet. And so we think this is a constant effort. We are aware that when we've been doing pre-deployment training, and if there's certain units that it's corrupt up on, and that we are part of the training program, then we try and double down and emphasize whether it's sexual violence or other abuse, and we put that back in the training. So I think this really has to be a collective effort. Also, the role of gender advisors in the mission can make a difference for the culture of the mission, as well as their strategies to the population. So that's good news, that increasingly missions have taken on gender advisors and others, particularly when it has to deal with vulnerable populations, including women and girls. So I would say we're getting there. We're not there yet, but there has been improvements.
Well, if you could please join me in thanking Edmond Mulet and Tori Holt for educating us. Thank you for joining us in the front row. You're not done yet, so come on down. And we are really honored tonight to have with us another special guest, which is the Ambassador Masoud Khan, who's the permanent representative